Summertime's here. Summertime is here.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Okay, so I was talking to the personal financial teachers, and I talked to two of them, and I asked them the question, how do you get rich? And one of the personal financial teachers said, inherit a lot of money, have rich ancestors, rich relatives to give you money.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're not going to get rich.
Wow.
So she was a little bit harsh, a little bit like, wow, I'm not going to get rich. And then I asked the other teacher, I'm like, hey, how do I get rich? And she gave a little bit more information. She was said that, get your credit score up and max out all your investments.
Okay. That would get you a lot of money if you did that for several years.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you, how do I get rich?
First of all, I would ask, what's your definition of rich?
Okay.
So what do you have in mind when you say, how do I get rich?
I guess maybe the stereotypical question, I want a lot of money.
Okay. And why do you want a lot of money?
See, these are good questions,
Yeah.
right? Because now I'm starting to think about, okay, well, I want to have a lot of money because I want to go travel. I want to be able to be work optional. I want to spend time with family. I want to do good for the community, put back uh, into where I live, right? So I want to give back. So that's why
You want
I
to have a
want to
lot of money, be
be
rich.
rich.
Yeah. No. So if you want a lot of money or want to be rich, are you willing to change jobs? Because if I understand right, you're just a teacher,
Just a teacher.
and teachers aren't rolling in it.
Oh man.
So are you willing to change jobs?
Okay.
And then I would say, if not, and you're stuck with that salary you're making as a teacher, you're going to need a lot of time
And,
or creativity and willing to take some risks.
right.
So if you want to take some risks, you can, and they're not huge risks necessarily, but you might want to go real estate
Mm-hmm.
and start investing in real estate as rental properties or fix and flip. There are side businesses that can bring in a lot of money if you're willing to go for it and spend
Yeah.
the time and energy.
And I think that's where my thing is like, okay, well, what does rich mean to you? And my thought is also like, okay, well, you need to have a foundation first,
Right.
right? Where we need to get out of debt,
True.
get you on the rich path. We need to have a system in place that you're investing, however that might be, stock market, real estate, right? You need to have some sort of a system in place. And then from there, then you can really start branching out. And I'm saying even teachers can be rich, right? We could have that millions of dollars or whatever.
Sure.
So define what your rich life looks like in the words of Ramit Sethi, right?
Oh yeah.
Your rich life. But I've put together some notes over here just to kind of organize my thoughts because
Yeah,
I do
you
get a
bet.
little bit scrambled here. But
Sure.
I think it's one of those things that as teachers, we do have opportunities to grow, and one of them might be just to get a master's degree,
Mm-hmm.
right? We can up our teaching uh, salary from bachelor's to master's and PD credits along the way, right? Did you get your master's degree?
I did. I
Yeah,
did. About 10 years into teaching, I did. So that benefit was there for the next 15 years of my teaching, roughly.
yeah.
That raise.
It's about when I got mine too.
Yeah.
Just kind of hit me.
Yeah.
Like, 10 years in, I'm like, oh, when did I get mine?
Right.
Yeah. So,
That is a way to increase your salary for sure
right.
as
So
a
I'm
teacher.
not, you don't necessarily have to leave the teaching field,
Right.
right? You can go into administration if you
Yeah.
wanted to go into admin.
The dark side, I call
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
You can go to the dark
You
side.
can go to the dark side.
No, we've had good administrators in the past.
Yeah,
We've
but
had, I think, maybe a couple. No, we have. We've had
yeah,
some good administrators.
I've got a
just blended.
fantastic admin team right now. They're wonderful, wonderful people.
Are they watching right now? Is that why you're saying that? I'm joking.
But I think it's just one of those things that if you wanted to grow your money, to get you into retirement early or have options. There's still things that you can do as a teacher. Once again, we talked about once you have a system in place of investing, that can also help.
For sure.
Now, what do you think if I only invest $100 a month, is that going to get me to my millions of dollars?
FI is going to take forever. Financial independence is going to
Right.
take forever. $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to get you probably where you want to be.
Yeah. 100% agree with that one. Once again, you need to decide what your life is going to look like, because the $100 isn't going to buy you real estate either.
No.
Right. So there's certain things. So you need to kind of start, but then build from there.
Absolutely.
Side hustles. I know we've done a video on side hustles
Mm-hmm.
before, whether it be YouTube or whether it be teachers pay teachers. So there's another opportunity for side hustles.
Well, and that's how you can get rich. If
Mm.
you create a side hustle that hopefully you love and you're passionate about, so it's
Mm-hmm.
not like it can become so lucrative that you could quit teaching because you're making so much money with a side hustle.
Yeah.
For example, if you're into landscaping, start a little landscaping business with a couple people.
Yeah.
If you enjoy it, you build it and grow it, and pretty soon you have a lot of people working for you, and you're making a lot more than a teacher.
Yeah. You've
So
got a
becoming
business.
rich, or you can do it side by side for sure, and stay in education and
Yeah.
make it as big as you can handle and manage. But there's definitely some side businesses that possibly you can make a lot of money in.
Absolutely.
Another one, quick one, is real estate. There are teachers that on the side sell in real estate.
Yep.
So they might make 5 transactions, let's say in the summer, and that adds quite a bit to their income.
Yeah.
So you got to think outside the box sometimes.
Yeah, because sometimes we teachers get a little zeroed in.
Yeah.
I'm a teacher. I'm going to tutor. I'm going to do summer school. I'm going
Right.
to do teachers pay teachers. Right. It's all teacher focused, and yet there are opportunities that you can jump out of.
Because teachers have really good skills. One of the best skills teachers have is we can speak well with others. So if you're in landscaping, you have to talk to clients, you have to talk to the workers, you have to really articulate things. So those skills that teachers have go into many different things.
I think that's great. Leverage the skills that you have.
Yeah.
Right. Whether it be organization, whether it be speaking, whatever it is.
Right.
Teachers got skills.
We've got
Leverage
skills,
them.
mad skills.
Mad skills.
Mad skills.
And then once again, you're not going to get rich on $100
No.
in 2 months. Right. So it's a long-term thing. It's not something that's going to happen. But I think that just having a rich grandparents, rich uncle, I don't think that's the end of it, right?
No.
I don't.
No. Most millionaires are self-made.
Yeah.
Most aren't inheriting money. I think it's like 80% of millionaires are self-made. The statistics might be a little off there, but it's a high percentage.
Yeah. Absolutely. So even if being a teacher is your dream, your passion, don't let somebody knock you off your pedestal by saying, sorry, it's not going to happen. It might take a little bit more diving into it, but I was just kind of flabbergasted when it's like, if you're a teacher, you're not going to be able to get rich. I'm like, holy Hannah.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Bummer.
That's just a bad mindset to have.
Yeah.
It's possible, but you have to put in the work and effort most likely. It's not just
Absolutely.
going to happen.
Yep.
And there has to be some discipline. Like investing is discipline. Seeing money go out of your check for investments for your future is discipline, because it's easier and more fun to spend it now. But you have to have discipline.
Yes.
So there is ways to become rich as a teacher. However you want to define that, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, if this is something that resonates with you, leave a comment down below and like and subscribe the video, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
All right. Cheers.